welcome to the Anthem. I am thrilled to have you back here for the 4th annual Defense Software and Data Summit. Each year, this event brings together bigger and bigger crowds with one unwavering theme: people who care deeply about using technology to drive change in U.S. national security. This year, 2026, is the best year yet. The reason for that is partly because of the event itself, the caliber of speakers that we have today, the ideas that they want to share with you, the participation of all of you. It is partly the product, the advancements that you will see in ARC today, the value that this platform is delivering to our customers, harnessing AI for acquisition, sustainment, logistics, and maintenance is nothing short of transformational. Govini is leading that transformation, and we're excited to have you here today so that you can see how. Another reason that this year is the most exciting year yet is the moment that we are in itself. This moment is marked by action and bold change greater than we have seen for years. That is especially true when you think about the discussion topics that we continually revisit: military modernization, national security programs, using technology like data, AI, and software in order to drive innovation in the defense and national security space. We all know also that China and other US adversaries are ahead of us in their plans to modernize. So every year, we use this summit as a call to action. This year, we are celebrating that action is already being undertaken. Modernization is no longer a suggestion, it is a mandate. Civilian and military leaders in the Department of War and across the national security sector are empowered. Through appropriations, reconciliation, and POM cycles, budget has been allocated. We don't get to say that always. And above all else, we have an unbelievable set of expectations that have been communicated from the White House to the Pentagon, and these expectations are clear. These are all the right conditions for change, but they are just that, conditions. They are the essential ingredients that together form the remit for what America needs. But without action, without commitment, without will, without leadership, without sustained movement, that momentum will not translate into real change. So the question that we must ask ourselves at this moment in time is, are we ready? Not in principle. Are we ready to execute? What stands between intent and execution? Today, it's a quagmire known as the defense acquisition process. It's the squishy ground between presidential executive orders calling for commercial software and the civilian bureaucrat who says, we need to build this solution ourselves. It's the muck between software and AI that is deployed today in action in pockets of excellence at the staff level. Between that and endless rounds of senior level indecisiveness about whether and how to scale a solution that is working. Execution gets lost in layers of regulation, in fragmented or dispersed authorities, in disconnected data sets, and it gets lost in an industrial base that today is no longer suited for the production and sustainment requirements of this country. We in the United States have built a defense enterprise that is optimized for oversight, not for execution. It is what makes innovation and speed so hard in our world. It's not a people problem. It's a systems problem. On the front lines, decisions happen in seconds. Back at home, delivery can take years. In the past year, operational tempo has accelerated. Institutional tempo has not. This asymmetry is what creates a sizable gap between the demand for American military power and the supply. That gap manifests in ways that we hear about all the time. Production lines stall. Maintenance backlogs grow. Aircraft remain grounded. Munitions, they're delayed. Deployments, behind schedule. America compensates with human ingenuity. Spreadsheets, manual coordination, late-night reconciliation of funds to parts to availability. Warfighter heroics keep the system running, but heroics are not institutional preparedness, nor are they a long-term substitute. Because when delays accumulate, risk compounds. Strategic advantage erodes. Govini's mission is not just to lessen these gaps in the system. Our mission is to use AI, data, and software to transform the system itself into a strategic advantage. Our nation's ability to develop, produce, deploy, and sustain military power can be a strategic advantage. So when we ask, are we ready? We aren't asking if a program is funded, or if a milestone is met, or if a document is prepared, or God forbid you know this acronym, if there's a data point endures. Being ready is not a document. It is not a moment in time. It is a real-time condition that must be continuously achieved. Today is not about discussing reform in theory. It is about confronting what execution requires at speed and scale. So each session today explores a different domain centered on the same question. How do we ensure the government can execute when called? Because the only answer that matters is whether the system can move at the speed of the mission. I can think of few leaders to help us answer that question better than the Honorable Michael Oberdahl, the 36th Undersecretary of the United States Army. As a soldier and a special operations officer, Secretary Oberdahl has led units into nearly every region around the world to fight for and defend American interests. After years of achievement and thousands of hours as a master Army aviator, Secretary Oberdahl transitioned into the private sector. There, he led industry teams in developing and deploying advanced technology in both hardware and software for government programs. Today, Secretary Oberdahl serves as the right hand to the Secretary and the Chief of Staff in driving transformation through the world's most capable Army. His background and his experience make him uniquely qualified to bridge the gap between the tactical edge and the industrial base, to define a new standard for combat readiness, and to drive all of this transformation from within the system. I'm proud to call Mike a personal friend, and so I hope you will join me in warmly welcoming him to the stage alongside veteran defense reporter Politico's Joe Gould. Thank you and enjoy the day.